What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Second Passport. Today I'm going to share with you 19 things on my Ecuador bucket list for 2022. Now, they've made some of these items have made previous bucket lists of mine that I didn't share on YouTube or anything because I wasn't in YouTube then. But I didn't get around to do it. Well, this is the year, right? This is the year that I hope to do it, and maybe some items on this list just might interest you, and maybe you didn't know you could do it in Ecuador. The first thing I'd love to do, I've already done on other similar mountains in Ecuador, and that is hire a bike tour here in Quito. And these tour groups, they'll take you up the mountain, up one of these volcanoes with bikes, and with a guide they'll let you bike downhill for a few hours and then serve you lunch and then bring you back to Quito. Now, I've already done this in Cotopaxi. It was really fun. I'd also like to try Chimborazo, another 5,000 meter volcano here in snow-capped volcano here in Ecuador. The second thing that made my list is I would like to finally make it down to almost the Peruvian border and visit the PUYANGO petrified forest here in Ecuador. Supposedly it's one of the largest in South America, and I'd finally like to get to check it out. Number 3, I'd finally like to make it deep in the Amazon. I've only been to the fringes. of Amazon, and I'd like to see the pink river dolphins. And also, if they let me, I'd like to fish for some piranha in the Laguna Pinacocha. Number 4, I would love to finally take that train from Ibarra, the tourist train from Ibarra to Salinas. Not Salinas on the coast, it's a different Salinas kind of near Ibarra. But it just sounds like a very scenic trip that I'd like to take, finally. Number 5, I'd finally like to do this and bike. Take a few days or a week or two and bike all the way down the Ecuador coast. From Esmeralda's area all the way down to Salinas. A lot of the road goes right along the water, and it just seems like it would be a really neat bike ride. Number 6, I'd finally like to get off my butt and try to hang glide off the cliffs in CRUCITA. I'd like to at least try it and see what it's like. Who knows, might like it. Now, I've been to BAñOS many times, but I'd like to go during the right season, not rainy season, and actually be able to do some volcano watching, which I've never done, and see the Tungurahua volcano next door erupt at night. That's something on my list this year. Is to scuba dive, try scuba diving for the first time off of Wolf Island in the Galapagos and see schools of hammerheads and maybe even a whale shark. I'd like to eat 2 whole buckets of crab in one sitting at the famous Manis Cangrejal in Guayaquil and just enjoy myself with some Guayaquil friends. For this year, 2022, is I would like to find the ancient reef. It's a giant mountain that was an ocean reef, kind of off the Nangaritza River. You have to hike in a little bit to see it from the town of Zamora and hunt for fossils. It's this huge mountain that if you look closely, you can see all these ancient sea fossils right in the rock. And I'd really like to go check that out. Other friends have told me about it, and I'm definitely going to check it out. And when I do, I'll post how to do it here in this channel, so stay tuned. The next item on my list is also in the southern Amazon Zamora area, where obviously you have to hire a guide and you got to hike in to the lost city here in Ecuador, Ciudad Perdida. And nearby there, supposedly there's a cave called the Cueva de los Tallos, the Tallos cave, that has very rare oil birds inside, and it's famed that Neil Armstrong visited because there's some hieroglyphic looking writings on the inside that don't look human. Just go take a natural mud bath in the Parque Machalilla on the coast of Ecuador, kind of near Puerto Lopez. The next thing I'd like to do, I have a friend also in the southern Amazon, Zamora area, who's an orchid specialist, and I would like to take an orchid tour with him through the Podocarpus National Park. And I will definitely post about it on this channel and explain how you can get in touch with him if you're interested in doing something similar. Kite surf off the beaches of Santa Marianita. I'd like to give it a try and see how it goes. There are travel agencies right in the town of Machala on the southern border of Ecuador that can organize tours to nearby banana plantations where you can zip line through the banana plantation. That just sounds like a fun day to me. The next thing I'd like to do is in the southern Amazon, and that is I'd like to spend a day panning for gold and then bargaining in the streets of Yanzatza, one of the main gold distributing centers in the Ecuadorian Amazon. The next thing I'd like to do is take maybe a week or two and volunteer in one of the many Amazonian animal shelters that exist in the Ecuador Amazon, and they'll often include everything, including house, room and board, and you can obviously you can help out and feed the animals for a week. And there's a bunch of these Amazonian animals that have been rescued, and they can't really be released because they've been domesticated in a lot of cases already. So you can't just release them out to the wild. You have to kind of retrain them, and sometimes it's not possible to retrain them, and so they just have to stay confined for the rest of their lives and taken care of. Otherwise, they will die. The last thing I'd like to do is try the up-and-coming sport in Ecuador, kayaking in the BAEZA area, dropping down to the Amazon. I've heard it's really neat. Want to give it a try. That's my list. 19 things I would love to do. I'm promising myself I'm going to do this year, 2022, in Ecuador. Take care.